How to record vendor discounts in QuickBooks. Hey everyone, my name is Matt Holquist with the QuickBooks University, and before we get started, if this video is helpful, please subscribe to my channel, the QuickBooks University, and also like the video. Also, check out the masterclass over at qbuniversity.org. I put a link in the first comment, so I pinned the first comment. I put a link down there. It's very simple. Click on that. Sign up for the masterclass. There you're going to get a 30% discount on our QuickBooks University training. So in this video, what I want to talk about is how to record vendor discounts in QuickBooks. And a lot of people get this wrong, and they have a lot of questions about it. I had some questions just this past week from some members on what's the best way to do this. So I'm going to show you two ways to do this in this video. One is going to be if you have certain terms from a vendor, and the other one is if they for some reason give you just a discount for paying early and you don't have the terms set up. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to do, you want to go to the company drop-down menu, and we're going to go to chart of accounts, because the first thing is we have to set up an account where we want this discount to go. Now, generally, this is going to be either a cost of goods sold or an expense account. Now, I know that the first question people have is, well, if this is not an expense, it's kind of a negative expense, if you want to think about it that way. It's lowering your expenses. Then why would you set it up as an expense? Well, the reason is because this will give us a more accurate reflection of our gross profit margin if we're offsetting against cost of goods sold, or our net profit margin if we're offsetting against expenses. So I always tell people, don't put it as other income or something like that. So a discount is a reduction of your expenses. We want to just offset it against whatever expense account that we originally put that expense to. Okay, so a lot of times this is going to be for early pay discounts. So you may order something, you may buy something, and your vendor says you're going to, if you pay within 10 days, you get a 2% discount, or 30 days, 1% discount, whatever the case may be. Or sometimes they may just say, hey, you know what, you ordered this, and if you can pay us in the next week, we're going to give you a discount of a certain amount. I've had clients do that where they're just trying to speed up their collections. They don't normally give early pay discounts, but they will get on the phone, they will call their customers and say, look, if you pay us by ACH in the next 3 days, we're going to give you a certain dollar amount discount, or percent discount. Okay, now so we have to set up where we want this account to go. Now I'm going to show this as a offset to cost of goods sold. In your case, it could be an offset to some other expense if you don't have cost of goods sold. So for example, I'm in the service business. I don't necessarily have cost of goods sold, and so this, if there was an early pay discount, I would put it against whatever expense this was. All right, so let's set up this account, and we're going to say that, let's see, there is a less discounts taken. I'm going to set up a new account, and we're going to call this cost of goods sold. So I'm going to right click here. I'm going to say new. I'm going to call this a cost of goods sold account. I'm going to continue. And, I'm not going to put in a number, but of course, if you have a numbering system, you put in a number. I'm going to say discounts taken. And you can call this whatever you want to. So, if it's early pay discounts or whatever the case may be, just whatever signifies what you're going to remember. I'm going to make this a, let's see, sub account of job expenses, and I'm going to hit save and close. All right, so you'll see here discounts taken. Now I'm going to move this down, if it'll let me move it down here to under discounts taken. Okay, so now the next thing is, what we want to do is let's go enter a sample bill. So if we say vendors, enter bills. And I'm going to make up a bill, and I'm going to do two examples here. So I'm going to say City of Bayshore, date 12/15, and let's say amount due is $215.23. Due date 12/30. Now, let's say that City of Bayshore said you get a 2% 10 net 30, which means it's due in 30 days, but if you pay within 10, you get a 2% discount. So I'm going to change the terms, and let's just say you can set up any terms you want, but let's just say they say if you pay within 30 or 10 days, you get a 2% discount. So I'm going to put this to a random account. We're going to say that this is related to cost of goods sold. We're going to say permits and licenses, okay, 215.23. So at this point, when you're entering the bill, you don't enter any discount, okay? Unless for some reason they send you a bill that has a discount on it already, but normally you're not going to see that. So we're going to say job expenses 215.23. So I hit save and close, and then I'm going to go over and I'm going to say vendors pay bills. We'll go to pay bills, and we're going to see City of Bayshore. Okay, there's one that's not our bill, 215.23 right here. So if I go in, this is within the 10 days, and I click on this and say, okay, I'm going to pay this. Look down here where it says discounts, okay, set discount. QuickBooks will automatically, track if you're paying this within 10 days, it'll calculate what that 2% discount is, and it'll say this is your suggested discount, $4.30. So if you are using this function in QuickBooks and you have set up terms where you say, okay, we're going to do a 2%, 10 net 30, because the vendor gave you those terms, you're going to use this methodology. So we're going to say set discount. Let me bring this over here from this other screen. And you're going to see, okay, discounts and credits. It's the same little pop-up box. If there were credits over here, they would show up, but we have a discount. We say amount of discount, $4.30, and you have to specify the discount account. So this is why we went in and we said, let's set up a discount account. So this job expenses, I put it to the account discounts taken that we set up. We'll say a class, we'll say that's remodel. So if you're using class tracking, you can specify, but you don't have to use a class. So we're going to say done, and you're going to see here where it says, okay, the amount due is $215.23. Suggested discount used $4.30. So the amount to pay is $210.93. So that is the simplest way to use discounts that vendors give you in QuickBooks. So in this case, we would say pay selected bills. It's going to clear this out of there. Okay, so what a lot of people do is just say, okay, well, it's $215.23. I'm just going to type in the amount to pay. Well, the problem with that is it leaves a small balance of $4.30 as due to the City of Bayshore. So you're going to leave this just hanging out there, and you want to make sure that you clear it out. This is the simplest way to do that. Okay, so we're going to pay these selected bills. Let me hit OK. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you if you enter a bill. So let's say vendors, enter bills, and again, we'll pick somebody, City of East Bayshore. We're going to say this is $525, okay? And we're going to put this to an account. We're going to say this is some cost of goods sold, permits and licenses, and no customer job, no class. So we're going to say save and close. Okay, so we entered this bill. Now let's say that for some reason they call and they say, look, you know what, we're going to give you a $25 discount if you come in, if you pay this in the next couple days. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to vendors, and we are going to pay bills, okay? And when we go to, let's see, City of, where was this? Let's make sure that we capture this. 525, City of East Bayshore, okay? So I click this off, and you'll see down here it says set discount. There is no discount. But let's say it brings up this box, and we say, okay, terms due on receipt, amount of discount, $25. Type that in, and we'll say job expenses, discounts taken. Click done, and you'll see now $525 original amount due, discount used, amount to pay. So again, in this case, all you need to do is go into pay bills, click on this set discount, enter the discount that you're taking, and QuickBooks will automatically track. So it's going to put this discount to that cost of goods sold, discounts taken, and it's still recording the original amount due. So if I say pay selected bills and I say okay, and let's see, let me pull up the profit and loss so I can show you exactly what this is doing. So if we go to profit and loss, you'll see here that we have discounts taken $25 and $4.30. All right, so let me go back to the profit and loss to show you. So it's recording permits and licenses. If I go here, you're going to see the full amount, $525 and $215.23, and then the discount right below it. So this is a great way to track the discounts separate from the full amount of the bills. All right. Any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave those below. I try to answer just about every comment that I get on these YouTube videos. Also, check out the masterclass at qbuniversity.org.